Right now, campaign surrogate Bruce Levell, who served as executive director of President Trump's National Diversity Coalition, is with us now. Bruce, good morning. Thanks for being here. We know what's been widely reported. We know the statistics. Do you believe the reversal of Roe v. Wade at the federal level turned the topic of abortion into perhaps the greatest in-party political problem for the GOP?
Yeah, I believe you're absolutely right, and thanks for having me. You know, when it went down back in the 70s, and thank God, and I'll say this respectfully, that the technology of the ultrasounds and brought light to this particular subject, that's been going on since the 70s. And, when President Trump did run, he did promise that he wanted to get Roe v. Wade overturned and push it back to the states. So now here we are. We're having the debates in the states, Vivek being from Ohio, of course, Nikki Haley from South Carolina, Chris Christie from New Jersey, and so, of course, President Trump, a Floridian now. So, it is a hot topic. It is, as you said earlier in the segment, what went down in Ohio. It will be the focus of it. But, I disagree with Haley talking about the demonization. I think the discussion is out there. I think the debate is out there. And kudos to NewsNation having this debate in Tuscaloosa. It's in Alabama. Of course, I'm a Georgian, and they beat the Bulldogs. So I'll try to bear it. I'll try to bear and grin it. It's going to be tough, Andrea.
I know that Georgia Bulldogs fans are a little hurt this whole week and maybe into the whole month. But back to this topic here. Do you think that, based on the numbers, our NewsNation Decision Desk HQ poll finds 30%. 30% is a big number for the entire GOP party of voters polled do believe the Republican Party is focusing too much on restrictions for abortion. Do you think the candidates on Wednesday should, just stick to issues like the economy and crime, which are very, very top of mind? Is this topic too fractious for Wednesday night?
Yeah, I mean, it's a hot topic in general. We're talking about a precious life. Me, Andrew, I'm an advocate of adoption. I hope they promote more adoptions like President Trump did. I'm a living testimony of a rescue child. I was in an orphanage in the 60s and, put up for adoption. And of course, being a biracial child back in the 60s, it was illegal in certain states to have interracial marriages. So thank God I was put in a home, and 3 years later, a beautiful couple adopted me, and I'm here to tell the story. So in all fairness of all of our adoptees out there, I'm hoping they at least push that back on the table and promote adoptions more
I think that's beautiful. Thank you for sharing your personal story. Clearly, there are a lot of people whose lives are brightened because they have that little one that they brought into their home and love them just as though they birthed them. But one of the moderators, of course, we have Megyn Kelly joining our Elizabeth Vargas, and she has actually talked about the Secret Service scoping out our venue there in Tuscaloosa at the University of Alabama. Here's a quote from Megyn Kelly, Sirius XM host. She says, "I keep hope alive that President Trump basically would arrive for this debate because the Secret Service went down there and was checking out the venue, and there's only one man they would do that for. But his team is saying no." Number one, do you think that there's a possibility that the former president will surprise all of us? And number two, do you think that he's standing to lose anything by not showing up?
Yeah, I don't believe he'll show up. He's polling 50, in certain places 60%. Adrienne, I don't think it's a good way to spend money, because every time you move President Trump, you move the team. It costs a lot of money. Not to devalue the venue or the great citizens of Alabama, but when you're polling that high, and respectfully, technically, he is the incumbent of the GOP. He did serve a great 4 terms, so it's not like the American people don't have, they haven't vetted him. Obviously, he's been vetted very well, being in the Oval Office in 4 years. So I don't see him coming, tonight. I'm just hoping, and for the respect of safety and security, that they comb that place very well, like anywhere, to make sure that NewsNation staff are safe, as well as the citizens that are attending.
Absolutely. And in this day and age, we need to be vigilant no matter who is there in the building. Thank you, Bruce. We appreciate you joining us. Have a wonderful week. Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.